Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens. This little log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ring in the bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go.
All right, yo, welcome back to the esteBAM, welcome back to the BAMcast. I'm esteBAM, and today we're going to be talking about top 5 games of E3 2019. Today I have a special guest with me. He's been on my show once before, well, on the stream part of it, the gaming stream part of it. We had fun playing some awesome Tekken matches, and yeah, he's back again with a change of name and a new swagger in his step. So his name is DrSwagtasticDDS. All right, so without further ado, the doctor is in. All right, make yourself at home, buddy.
All right, what's up?
Yo, man. All right, so it's awesome to have you back on the show. We got some people tuning in already.
With that intro, first of all.
Did you like it? Was it good or was it bad? What do you rate it? 1 out of 10. All right, let's wait for him to stop talking. We got people watching already. Welcome Z Torture and Gian. Welcome back, man. All right, so what did you think about my intro?
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Damn, not even average. Wow, below average. It's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. All right, man. So let's talk about you first. So what's up, man? What's been going on since the last time you got to come on the stream? Anything cool?
No.
Nothing cool.
I live a boring life, cartoons and video games.
All right. So
I'm medically unemployed. So
all right, living the life, shit. All right, so this is my buddy Dr. Swagtastic. He's been my pal for a long time. We've played video games for years, especially Tekken together. Like, this is one of my first Tekken rivals. We rarely get to play nowadays. Since when?
About 2007.
2007. Wow, we've been playing Tekken since 2007. Anyways, yeah, so today we're going to talk about our top 5 choices for E3 2019. I think we're just going to jump into it, man. All right, So let's just go down the list. So what we're going to do is he's going to name one of his. We're going to start from the bottom of our list, right? We have 5. He'll name one of his. We'll talk about it. I'll name one of mine, and then we'll go from there. And then after that, if we have any like runner-ups or like honorable mention type stuff we would like to talk about, we'll talk about that.
For sure.
I'm also gonna probably be showing it on the on screen as well. So you guys watching the podcast right now will probably be able to see it. Let's see, where do I have that tab at? I had a tab somewhere. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so let's get started. What was your first game? Do you remember, or do you want me to read it off your list here?
No. My first one wasn't really a lot of hype for me, but it is something that me and damn near everybody else wanted to play. Would be like a proper Avengers game.
Oh yeah.
Proper, not like everybody. We had a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. They were great, but I don't really like the whole top-down type of Dota type gameplay.
Yeah. I got what you're saying. I like those actually. I actually do like those.
Yes, I mean they're good games, but not what I personally was looking for in a superhero game. But Avengers, it's looking like that's what it's going to deliver on.
So
yeah.
All right. So your first pick is the Avengers, right? Is it just called Marvel's Avengers? Huh? That's all it's called. So you can't see this right now, but I'm showing it on the screen. Yeah, man. Well, I have mixed feelings about this one, but go ahead. So this is your number 5 on your list.
Me too. We probably have the same mixed feelings. I think for me personally, I'm not like real excited about it. It's just something I've been looking for, a type of game I've been looking forward to play for a long time. You get what I mean?
Definitely. So that's why it's on the bottom of your list. Here's the reason I think it might be on your bottom of your list, and the reason that it it didn't make it on my list, not because it doesn't look good, but I don't know what it is yet. This cutscene that I'm looking at looks amazing, right? If this is the way you play, I'm all about it. If it's like that Spider-Man game, I'm all about it. But I don't know.
Right.
At this point, what if it is what is it called?
So
The top-down view, you know?
So like all these games, whenever they release a new trailer for a game, they use the highest resolution for their trailers. Obviously, they put their trailers together with high-end PCs and whatever. So if you're using a regular PlayStation like me, not a PS4 Pro, it's gonna look, not as good. But you can definitely tell which moments in the trailer are gameplay and which ones are trailer.
Yeah, I had to watch, because the very first time I watched it, I just thought the entire thing was a cutscene. But I watched it like once before because I saw that you had it on your list or you had mentioned it, and then I was like, wait, so some of these are gameplay moments,
really good.
And if they are, then
it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I just couldn't tell. I was like, wait, this is just all a cutscene. That's the reason I didn't pick it. But now, looking at it again, I'm kind of like, man, this might be awesome. And if it's multiplayer.
Yes, I believe I didn't catch the press conference. I just went back, and picked up details, here and there. But I believe it's local and online.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be badass. I want to play the entire. Like, I like playing entire stories co-op. Like, not just. I don't always like games that are just competitive. Sometimes I want to play like the old couch co-op type game, but online.
Right. Sunset Riders.
Sunset Riders, yeah. You played that with me too. I forgot. Yeah. We need to get back on that, man. All right, so that's in that one there, and let's do one off my list. Let me read some stuff off the chat real quick. Yo, Charleston Tech, and welcome back, man. Let's see. Somebody said that's when they were born. You said that we've been playing games together since 2007. They're like, oh, that's when I was born.
Hey, look, keep that to yourself. Keep those types of comments to yourself.
making us feel old over here. Yo, Skywolf, what's going on, man? Skywolf, that's my nephew. He's never been here before. Welcome to the podcast, man. Guys, if you guys are watching right now, or if you want to post now or later, I'm gonna go down this chat and read it more in depth. But if you guys want to list your top 5, feel free, and I'll look at it towards the end of the podcast, and we'll talk about it.
Feel free to throw your criticisms or what you're looking forward to in said games yourself.
Yeah. Somebody says that looks like actual game footage when they show the Hawk. One thing I didn't like about when they showed the Hawk, they showed Bruce Banner, and then they showed like he was gonna jump out of that ship and do like a mid-air transformation, and they were like, oh, that shit ain't done yet. They just basically showed the Hawk drop down. Like it was a real fast cut, like something was cut out. It seemed like something was missing.
One thing I did leave off, I will say about it though, their DLC plan. Oh man, it's gonna be great. They're gonna release heroes and whatever for free later on, like more heroes and stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Huh. So, like I say, there's a lot of games that you guys might be surprised that aren't on my list. But one of the reasons being is because unless they showed gameplay, I didn't want to jump the gun. So like, there's been so many times where E3's let me down, and I'm like, man, I'm all about this game. I pre-order, and then the game starts coming more into development, and I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna not pre-order that after all. Let me see if I can get my money back.
Anthem.
I basically I was careful on that one. I was like, nope, and I'm glad I didn't go the Anthem route. But so one of the games that did show gameplay and the first. So this is number 5 on my list. Hold on, let me find it here. Was the Blair Witch? I love horror games. Yeah, I knew people were gonna make that exact face you made. Remember, this is the bottom 5 of my list, right? And you guys got to remember, I didn't watch every single bit. I just caught what I could. I actually found this trailer, like list of trailers that showed all the games. But I picked this one because it shows gameplay. I love horror games. And it just came out of nowhere. And I remember the Blair Witch, the movie, it was like one of the first handheld things, right? So back then, it was just like beyond scary because like Paranormal Activity wasn't even a thing yet. It was just, I'm hoping that I can get that.
First of its kind back then.
Yeah, it was ahead of its time. I'm hoping that the Blair Witch can give me that kind of, horrifying feeling. Yeah, recapture that feeling when I'm playing it. That's mainly why. So I love horror games. I like the gameplay. The graphics look dope, and just the premise, like it just came out of nowhere. So that's the reason I picked that. I don't know much about it, but from what I'm seeing on the gameplay, I'm looking at it right now. I know you can't see it. It looks awesome, man. Like it looks like it's gonna be creepy. It's first person. I would have liked it to have been third person, but it's whatever.
I think, first person will capture the feeling more than the third person would.
Yeah.
Especially if they, I don't know if they're gonna adapt it for VR or not, but especially in VR.
Oh yeah, yeah. It looks like this can definitely be VR day one, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that for that. That's it for that one. Let's do one of yours. All right, so the next one, on your, so the next one on your list is we timed that perfectly 3 times in a row. We cut each other off. I'm reading off as a list because you sent it to me a little while back, and I want to make sure that
it may not be in order. So what's
okay? I'll tell you what you got next. The next one you have is Deathloop.
Yes.
All right. All right. So let me. So yeah, what made you? Why is that one number 4 on your list? What captured your? eye?
It just
your brown eye.
Interesting.
Different, right?
It looked interesting. Like they didn't show any gameplay, but the trailer was incredible, in my opinion. You know, they got the whole Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow thing going on, where it's a guy and a girl. They keep killing each other back and forth, and as soon as they die, they wake up somewhere else, and then they go back, and it's the same situation, and they learn from their experience getting killed. You know, so I think guy gets shot in the back of the head or something like that. He goes back, and she tries to do it again, and he dodges it because he knows it's coming. You get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just back and forth like that through the whole trailer. It looked really cool. So the action in it looked sleek, looked like it'd be a movie, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's again, this is one of those things where when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, the premise is awesome. I've never seen this in a game. How is it gonna work?" That's what piqued my curiosity. Is how is this gonna work?
That's why it's so much. That's why it's low on the list for me, because even though it looks cool, I don't know how it's gonna come out.
Yeah. So, I don't know much about the gameplay, but it looks like they show some kind of gameplay. It looks like it's going to be a fast-paced, really story-driven game. The characters look awesome. Like they don't look like I like when characters look unique. Like they don't look like generic. Like they just pulled them out of some other games. They look like they're.
Yeah.
I've never seen these characters in another game. I know when I see them, they're like, wow, this is Deathloop. Plus, it just has its own style. What is that? This one guy does look like. What's the name of the guy that is in Pacific Rim? He's the general guy. He's in a ton of movies.
Oh, Idris Elba?
Yeah, is that how you say it? He looks like that to me. Yeah, he's in a ton of movies. Yeah, he looks like that guy to me. But yeah,
the Black James Bond.
Oh yeah, and that was the other thing about this game. Speaking of actors, the acting in this game was on point, man. Like the facial expressions, the voice acting. I love story-driven games like that, man. Yeah, yep. That's I needed to bring those back. They've been missing those in the past few years, I think, man.
Detroit Become Human came out. That was really good. That was an A+ one. So if it's anything close to that, I think it'll come out really well.
Okay. Yeah, I keep hearing about Detroit. Is it called Detroit Become Human, right? Detroit Become Human?
You need to buy a PlayStation.
Yeah. A lot of the people that I watch have played that game, and I'll make it, I don't know, about an hour or two in, and I stop watching because I want to play it. I don't want to have it spoiled for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully Deathloop is along those lines. Except Detroit Become Human is more of a I don't know how do you describe that game. It's not like a like what would you describe the gameplay as in that game? It's like Heavy Rain. It's a lot of quick time events, right?
Yeah, so it's not like really an action game. It does have action sequences, but it's not an action game. It's a story game.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good choice, man. It almost made my list. It's really high up there, but like I said, it's just the gameplay not being shown.
Yeah,
I did pick. Enough. You're gonna be mad on my next one because the next one didn't show gameplay either, like whatsoever. But I was like, I've never seen anything like this either, and I don't know, man. I had to pick something. Like none of these are really set in stone, but I definitely want to see some original stuff this year. And I will say the conference started. Like I didn't expect nothing out of it, but I like how it started with a lot more fun
Yeah.
type
So,
games.
So this year's conference is mostly just, them revisiting things that have already been announced. I didn't see a whole lot of new games. You get what I mean?
Yeah, well, Deathloop was definitely a new one, and Blair Witch was definitely a new one. But other than that, yeah, it's just they're just
It was a lot of stuff that people knew about or they had already announced before, and they're just getting those announcements out.
So Z Torture, he's in the chat right now. He says Detroit Become Human is hella accurate to real life. Trust me, I live in Detroit. All right. So let's do my game. So my next game on the list, let me make sure, is the new one. This is definitely a new property. It's called Ghostwire Tokyo. This is along the lines.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen it or heard anything about it. It's basically, I'm showing it right now. It's basically like again, a horror-based game. It's all in Japan, and I love how the models look accurate to like they're.
That trailer was incredible.
Like they look like actual Japanese people. They're not stereotypes of themselves. They're not. They look like real living beings, and the environments look like something you would see out of I don't know, Kill Bill, but also like The Grudge. It's real stylized, super realistic, but also real gritty. And the premise is crazy. It's kind of almost like the rapture comes or something. Something's happening where like
that's what I was thinking too.
Or like Thanos snapped his fingers. Like half the people are gone.
Until you get deeper in the trailer, you see that's not the case. But I said definitely the vibe it gives off.
Yeah, and then it shows these creepy beings with these long, I don't know how you would call them, but they're just like these long like demon type fingers. Like walking with umbrellas towards the protagonist, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, and then like right now, I'm watching the trailer right now and showing like these awesome like samurai demon guys. I don't know, dude. It's hard to describe. You have to watch the trailer.
I seen the trailer, but I mean, I'm not a fan of horror games. You know that. I loathe horror games. But that looks like one I could definitely pick up. For sure.
Even the noodles in this game look awesome. There's a shot where they show noodles for some reason. Somebody's eating noodles. They look dope.
If you didn't know any better, you would think that it was a Kojima game,
That's what exactly, man. We think alike. That's what I was thinking. I was like, whoa, is this a Kojima game? I was like getting really excited, which I am excited for the other game that he's making, Death Stranding. But,
I have no idea what that game is about.
Still, to this point, we've seen so much, and I have no idea what it is or how it's going to play. Well, I kind of know how it's going to play now, and I'm hoping there's more to it than just what they're showing, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy about it.
I hope that it sells really, really well, so Konami can go and shoot themselves in the faces.
Yeah, for that reason, and then also so he can keep making new games. Right. I'm sure there's a ton of ideas in there that he's been kind of like, because they didn't even let him make. There's a few times where he want to make different games, and they're like, no. Keep making us that cash cow, Metal Gear, which I love Metal Gear, but it's awesome to see him make some new games now.
Yeah, that was a sad situation, if you ask me.
Well, it's for him. It's happy now, man. He
gets to do his own thing now.
Yeah, it's kind of like he used to work and do exactly what everybody else wanted you to do, and like sometimes they would listen to your ideas, and then sometimes they would shoot you down and make you modify stuff, especially on that last game.
I didn't have that problem at work. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then, and then sometimes you get to do your own thing and you get to call the shots. But yeah, all right. So let's do another one off your list. So number 3 on your list, if it's in order, which I think it is Outer Worlds.
Okay, so yeah, it was in order. Then I sent it to you.
Yeah, I thought it was. So
yeah, I see.
Tell me about that one.
Like I said before, this E3 is mostly just games that they had either announced already or, we knew were coming. This one got announced. I want to say, I think it was last year they announced it.
Oh, really? I had never heard nothing about it.
Yeah, and they had pinned it as Fallout New Vegas in space. So that's all you got to tell me. Fallout New Vegas was my favorite Fallout.
Yeah, when I look at it, I see some Bioshock in it too.
Yeah,
like from the
and it was made by Obsidian. Obsidian is the ones who did Fallout New Vegas.
Okay.
So they're taking it. It looks like they took that aesthetic and took it to space, which is a plus for me because I love space games. I love space, and I love Fallout.
Yeah.
So combine all those things, of course, I'm gonna buy it. This
Yeah,
is a buy for me.
Yeah. It definitely looks cool, man. Like the buildings and the I don't know, it has a theme going for it, and the only thing I can point to is also like BioShock.
It has like the space cowboy thing going on.
Yeah, like with the signage and the I don't know, the steampunk type robots that you see.
Exactly.
It's futuristic, but it's also kind of archaic. I don't know, it's hard to describe. But so somebody else is mentioning some of their top 10 games. A few of them, one of them that's on here is one of mine. Oh no, like 3 of them are actually mine, but I'll read that in a minute. Thanks, Z Torture. Let's see. So, what's mine? Do you have anything else to say about this one?
Me?
Yeah.
No, because I mean the trailer speaks for itself. Honestly,
Yeah.
If you have it pulled up, it has gameplay. Hints at the story, everything. It's all in the trailer.
Oh, it has creatures in there too. It shows like creatures that you see on these other planets, and the ships look dope.
I'm telling you, everything about the game just looks really good.
The ships on here remind me of this game. That's nothing like this, but the ships look like this game that's called like Dreadnought. They're these big, bulky ships with like tons of panels and weapons on them and boosters, and you got all that in this game. Man,
that's the multiplayer one, right? Dreadnought.
Yeah, Dreadnoughts, and it's like a battleship type game, but in space.
I played.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, do you know that they worked on that here in Houston?
No.
Yeah, they created some of the assets and some of the gameplay stuff came out of the studio in Houston.
Surprised didn't come out of Austin. That's where all the
I know
game developers.
So they made, I want to say 2 games there. There was I forget the name of the other one, but they didn't work like on all of it. It just like divvied out assets and parts of it. But it's pretty cool. So close to home, and like you said, not in Austin. But yeah, let's see. So I guess let's do my list. Next on the list is all right. So here's where I'm on number 3, and then after that, we're on our final 2 for each of us, and I think we're gonna somewhat be the same, but also different. All right. So number 3 on my list. Number 2. What?
Shock me.
Oh, shock you.
What's your number 3?
Oh, so you might not see this one coming because you don't know that I love these games, but I don't love anything else that this company or studio produces. For the most part, there might be a few. So basically, I'm super excited for Luigi's Mansion 3. Was that shocking? Was that shocking to you? Luigi's Mansion 3. I never talk about Nintendo shit because I'm really not about Nintendo. Like, I got out of Nintendo since the GameCube era. But man, Luigi's Mansion, the first one, was one of my favorite games of all time, which is shocking because I don't like Nintendo and rarely Mario games. Every now and then I might give a Zelda a shot, but to be honest,
I didn't pick any Nintendo games because I don't have a Nintendo Switch.
I don't have one either, but I'm sure I can get a $5 or a 5-finger discount somewhere if I really, really want to, try. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion, man. Like, you never played the first one, like on a GameCube or on DS? They had a part 2. No, don't you have a DS? No. Didn't you have a DS?
I do, but I ain't buying no Luigi's Mansion. I only bought a DS for Pokemon.
I knew it.
That.
Pokemon. Look at you.
Know that.
Like a man, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pokemon's like the only handheld game I play ever.
So Luigi's Mansion might be. So I like the entire soundtrack, and I like that Luigi is the star of the game because he has this. This doesn't feel like any other Mario game, and it's basically Ghostbusters with Mario characters, basically. So you got a vacuum.
I know that much about it.
Yeah, you know about it. So basically, you go around and you suck off all these ghosts. I mean, suck up all these ghosts. I said that wrong. You suck up all these ghosts in your vacuum. But the cool thing about this one is you have all these like awesome new attacks. Like, so on the Ghostbusters games too, you could like latch onto the ghosts with your weapon or whatever. But then to like get them to, you'd have to weaken them first, so you can like slam them around on the ground, or you can do like this 360 shot of air that blows everybody back, or on this game there's like you can make a goo version of yourself, like a ectoplasm. You know,
that's the word.
Like a slime version of yourself, and he can do stuff that you can't do, which to me is going to open up a bunch of possibilities for like puzzle solving. So like there's a lot of gates because you're a solid person. Luigi can't get through these gates or bars or whatever. But you turn
like
into that guy.
That new Super Mario game, what was it called? The
Which
last one they came out with, Odyssey.
Odyssey. Is that what it's called?
Like, different abilities to do different things.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's basically what that is. Adds a lot more puzzle solving to it. You can,
cool.
Certain stuff you can do with them, but then certain things you have to use, like the real Luigi, because like apparently the slime Luigi is weak when it comes to water, so he'll just basically melt away, and he can't. So you need to know, what to do in certain situations. I don't know. I like games that add more things.
You just weaken the ghosts and catch them.
I mean, you
Pokemon?
No, like Ghostbusters.
More like Pokemon.
Because you have a containment unit. You have to capture them, and there's a point to it.
Containment unit called Pokeball.
Oh my god! So what you're saying is Pokemon is based on Ghostbusters. That's what I'm hearing. That's what
Luigi's Mansion is basically Pokemon. That's what I'm saying.
I think Luigi's Mansion came out before Pokemon, but I could be wrong. I got my case somewhere around here. I'm gonna pull it out to prove you wrong.
You realize Pokemon came out in like 1995?
When did I have my GameCube? No, you might be right. You might be right then, because I don't think I had my GameCube until 2001 or something like that. Yeah. All right, but it wasn't mainstream here. When did it come out in America? When did we know about it? Not 1995.
Yeah, like 1996.
No.
At least that's what it says when
really
you turn on the game. It's like 1996.
Oh.
And stop dropping hints at our age. Damn it.
All right, so let's see what else is going on here. All right, anyways, the environments look awesome too, and then everything. Of course, everything graphically has an update nowadays, so that's always gonna be good. Yeah. But yeah, number 3. So that was shocking to you.
It was.
All right,
I didn't
cool.
see that one coming.
All right, so
on a Switch.
So here's we can go on to your number 2 basically. This is where me and you are backwards. Your number 2 is my number 1, and my number 1 is your number 2.
Yeah,
but
so
close enough.
Yeah, so if anyone disagrees with this one, says they're not gonna buy it or they don't like it, can fight me.
Yeah,
right?
That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel about this one, and probably the other one too.
Final Fantasy VII.
Fantasy VII remake, man. I'm the most hyped for this one. Like, we'll just talk about this one together. So this is your number 2, and it's my number 1. But yeah, Go ahead. Like, what do you think?
This game has been coming out for how many years now? About 5, 6, 7 years, something like that.
Yeah, and how many years have people been wanting it to come out since the first one?
Since PlayStation 3 came out, like the day the PlayStation 3 came out, and they released that tech demo. Remember?
Yeah.
A long time ago, they're like, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming." Square Enix like, no, it's not. Stop hyping yourselves up. Those lying sons of bitches. They're just trying to take our money.
Yeah.
And they are. They're going to. I don't mind.
And it looks better every time you see it. So I remember, I think it was like a couple of E3s ago or something like that, where they first showed that, hey, we're actually going to make it. And they were real sneaky about it. Like they didn't even show the characters' faces. Like
they didn't even show anything. I think they showed like a Cloud's shoulder and like Aeris' feet.
Yeah, basically.
Something.
But it was the music cues. It was the music cues, and then it was all the music cues, and then the backgrounds were like, but they were so close in on them, it could be anything. Man, but that trailer was epic. I watched it again the other day.
That little jingle at the end.
Yeah.
Everybody just goes crazy. Yeah, I may have creamed myself back then. I'm not sure.
I did. I definitely did. I had to get an extra towel. I had one going in, and I was like, man, I'm glad I brought the entire roll.
But it's gonna be episodic, though. I believe
that's the one downside, right? Sort of. I mean, see. Well, go ahead. What do you think about the episodic thing?
So I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I will mind it if they're charging like a ton of money for each episode, kind of, maybe I don't even know where I was going with that thought, but if they charge a ton of money for each episode, I may have a problem with that, but I'm still gonna spend the money.
Yeah, like if it's more. So what do the games cost nowadays, brand new for like?
So brand new games, AAA, which Final Fantasy VII obviously is, it's like $59.99, and then
like 64 was tax, right?
Yeah, $64.90.
So if it's any more than that, you'll be mad, right?
Yeah, and so they're probably gonna release like a season pass or whatever for the other episodes. But the game is so damn long. Who's to say how many episodes will actually be, what they'll cut out, if they add anything in. It could get pretty pricey if that's the way they're going to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so from what I remember on Final Fantasy VII, it's been years since I played it, but I remember that like you could go back and forth between things that happened in the game. Like there were certain moments where like once you got so far, you couldn't go back to the previous stuff, But it was like huge areas,
Once you hit the crater,
yeah.
that was it.
But there was basically like, are they going to do that in this game? What worries me about this episodic is it going to make the game more linear? Like
I wouldn't mind that because I bought Final Fantasy VII recently. A year ago, I bought it on PlayStation 4. I played through it a bunch, and then I didn't play it for about 2 months.
Yeah.
I went back to play it again, and I had no fucking clue what I was doing.
Oh, yeah. So you kind of...
where I was at in the story, what I was doing, anything like that. So, it being a more linear game wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of like me, man. Nowadays, I'm preferring more... like games that I can get through quicker, basically. Like, I ain't got the time that I used to have,
Right.
Or the attention span.
I actually have more time.
Oh, do you? But you also have other responsibilities. When we were young, you didn't have, anybody to worry about except yourself. And now you have more people to worry about, so.
I mean, worry is a strong word, but okay.
Take care of. Make sure that they don't, like, stick a fork in a plug or...
So I'm not worried about them right now. So they're in the living room by themselves now.
So Z-Torture says, linear, don't jinx it. Okay, so Z-Torture, let me ask you, man. Would you rather have the new Final Fantasy VII be linear or more like open world, kind of like the old one? Here's my question. Is the game going to have that world map? So remember you would get to a certain point where the world map would open up and you could fly using Sid's, what was it called?
The airship?
Yeah, the airship, basically. You could. Are they going to do that in this game? Is there going to be because they haven't talked or shown anything like that.
I think
if it's linear, probably not.
I think everything they're going to do in this game is going to be more in the vein of Final Fantasy 15. We know that the combat is for sure.
Oh yeah,
they showed a ton of combat this year.
Yeah, man, and they showed Tifa's big titted ass. She's back.
Yeah. They scaled her boobies down.
They definitely did. It's the first thing that everyone noticed. Everyone's like, where's the rest of her?
I seen that news article on my phone, and I was like, get a fucking life.
So Z-Torture says open world. So my first initial thought was I definitely want it to be open world, especially for people that never played the original. I mean, that's their fault, but it's still there. But
for not being born before 1997.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'd rather have people experience the whole story. As long as they don't cut out any of the main points, then I'm fine. It's better.
So I mean, like I said, like Final Fantasy 15, that game was very linear, even though it was open world. It was very linear, and I was, it was kind of short. If you stuck to the game. If you stuck to the main story mostly, the game was very short, and you didn't even have to like over level your characters to finish the game. I mean, if you hit next level in that game, say you were just blowing through the final boss.
One of the things that was amazing to me in this, when they showed that bike scene, the motorcycle scene where you're having the motorcycle battles. Do you remember how badass that was on Part 7? Where on Final Fantasy 7, the original one, you would have the regular mode where you would like walk around, and then you would get into battles, and you had like the little, because you were like a little chibi like that, right? A little mini-sized version of yourself. And then you would go into battles and you were like the taller, cooler looking version that actually fights and stuff, right? And then when you go into open world, you're like this top down, tiny little character. But then all of a sudden they hit you with this motorcycle scene on Final Fantasy VII, which was ahead of its time because it's like, damn, how many games is Final Fantasy VII? Because it was like this basically a racing battle road rash type game at that point. It was a racing game inside of an RPG, which was awesome. Well,
I remember that.
That's in. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's in.
I haven't seen it.
You probably haven't seen the most recent trailer. I'll send it to you, and then you can watch it on your own time. But dude, they show the tunnels, Cloud's fighting on this badass motorcycle in these tunnels. He's fighting all these ninja bikes around him and swinging that big ass sword, knocking everybody off. It's dope, man.
So it's kind of like the fight scene from Advent Children.
Yeah, basically, exactly. But you're playing the game though. It's pretty cool.
That sounds really cool. Actually.
I like how they're hitting all the beats too, like all the memorable battles and areas, like the opening scene where you're all on the train and you're meeting for the first time to do that one mission or whatever, and then
the flip is way cooler.
Yeah, and then what was the other one? Oh, like when they show this one scene where Barrett and Cloud are fighting that big scorpion robot monster thing.
Yeah, first boss.
Like the very first boss. Yeah, that actually hit me like in the sentimental spot, which is my penis. It hit me, and it hit me because like I remember when I first got that game. So when I played for Final Fantasy VII for the first time, I hated RPGs. I was like, RPGs are garbage, right? And one of my friends had it, and it was like this 3-disc game. And he was like, man, can I borrow your Tekken 3? And you know me, man. I was like, Tekken, that's my favorite game. No, you can't borrow Tekken 3. It just came out, you know? That's like, but so did Final Fantasy 7, right? He was like, all right, I'll let you borrow it. Anyways, I ended up playing this game. I was like, let me just play this game. I already have it. And I remember I wasn't on board until I got to that first boss. Like I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then we got to that first boss, which is that memorable scorpion robot monster thing, and I was hooked. So when I so when I saw it here, I was like, oh man, this is dope. So anyways, I remember like the next day my buddy called me back and he was like, all right man, well if you really want your Tekken game back, you can come get it. I guess I'll take because he had already beat Final Fantasy 7. And I was like, nah man, it's cool. Yeah, go ahead and keep Tekken 3 for a little while longer. Ended up taking 40 hours to beat Final Fantasy 7. But yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I like how I watched the gameplay preview of like the whole Scorpion boss battle. And I like how they added little accents in to the fight itself that you wouldn't be able that they couldn't do back then. Like when you damaged him, he starts like blowing shit up, changing around the arena and things.
Oh yeah.
And then it gives context at the end of the fight to how the factory starts to
fall apart and blow up. Yeah.
He just like self-destructs and takes everything with him. Like all those I just think about all the boss fights and stuff that how they're gonna do something that it's just I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, so all the boss fights and like
can't wait.
Like all the first meeting of all the characters, like they have to have the entire cast in there, right? Because so far they've only named the main ones that people think about. But like, I can't wait to see all the first meetings and stuff. That story is like, there's so much going on in that story. They better keep all of it. Like if they don't keep all of it, that's what's gonna make me mad. Like if they don't keep all the story.
I know everybody's looking forward to the Cloud cross-dressing scene for sure.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to do that.
I was like, damn, that was fun.
That tells me a lot about you. Okay. So you guys heard it here first.
Whatever.
DrSwagtastic is
it's
definitely
Pride
excited
Month.
about the cross-dressing Cloud. All right. So final one. Well, you're number one. So number one on your list and number 2 on my list is
Before you start that, give me 1 second.
All right. So let me read some comments over here while he's over there, I don't know, doing what he's doing. I couldn't think of an insult. I need to work on my timing. Anyways, Z Torture says, I'm not going to read that, Z Torture, just in case somebody doesn't want the story spoiled for them. So I'm not going to read that comment. All right, let's read what games Z Torture is excited about. All right, so number 1, Smash Bros. DLC 2. Oh, that's the one with the Dragon Quest.
Do when people step away.
And then hold on. And then number 2, No More Heroes 3. I never played the No More Hero games, but I know people are excited for them. And then your number 3 is Luigi's Mansion.
I never.
4. You never played that. Number 4 is Breath of the Wild 2. Is it? Yeah, 2. I haven't played the first one yet, so that's why I haven't mentioned that one. Then Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Number 6, Animal Crossing. And then number 7, so Link's Awakening. And then I don't know what this one is.
That's going to be really cool. I know the Link's Awakening is going to.
So yeah, that was one of my honorable mentions. But let's go before we talk about that one. Let's talk about Cyberpunk. Hold on, one more comment. Charleston Tekken says he's ready for that transaction. You're ready for that transaction, huh? Fucking swagtastic. All right, so number 1 game for Dr. Swagtastic, and number 2 for me is Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah,
Absolutely.
There's only all right. Why are you excited about that game?
Honestly, I hate games like that. Deus Ex, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hate them so much because they're so corny,
Uh-huh.
they're so predictable. It's not an original concept to me at all. Cyborgs, genetic,
Like cybernetic cybernetically enhancing your body.
Yeah, like I hate that genre.
Really?
I do.
I don't really hate it, but okay.
I hate it. Like, a long time ago, they showed that trailer of the chick, with
all the weapons coming out of her forearm and the cops shooting at her.
Yeah, she's dressed all sexy and whatever.
Yeah,
and
what happened to that chick?
Brought spider legs and whatever.
Yeah.
Said I was just not interested at all when I see the trailer, and I couldn't understand why the internet was blowing up for it.
Yeah.
And then last year they dropped their gameplay trailer, and I was blown away.
So I didn't see that trailer. So they start showing so much stuff for it, which I was like, I want to be surprised. And that gameplay trailer that you're telling me about, I haven't seen. So the reason this is my number 2 and not my number 1 is, again, because I don't feel like I've seen gameplay for it. But maybe I need to go check out that trailer.
Yeah, maybe you should check out the trailer.
Here's the one thing that worries me. So you're tired of cybernetic implants and stories that are based, along those lines. I'm tired of games that play like GTA. So I don't know what the gameplay in my head when I'm looking at this game. I'm like, this is all cool and everything, but if this turns out to just be a GTA game where it's just basically go drop this package from point A to point B. Now you can jump into this race. Now go shoot these bad guys. If it's just that
trailer, like I told you to, you would see that. You would see that that's not the case.
Can you send me that on my Facebook Messenger so I can look at it right now? If you send me or no, because you're using the phone, is it gonna knock you offline? What do I type in then? What did you type in? Cyberpunk.
E3 2018 trailer.
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't seen any gameplay. Okay, gameplay reveal. All right.
Yeah, so just like skip to the middle of the video.
I will say it's still not gonna shift from Final Fantasy. It's not gonna take the Final Fantasy spot just because I've been waiting for that for years. And
it might if you watch the whole thing.
I don't know, man, but I'm jumping way ahead, but
yeah, like it looks really cool.
It's first person. It's all first person. I see.
Yeah, it's like first person RPG, action RPG. So not like like The Witcher.
That's what I'm about to say. Is it like The Witcher because it's the same guys that made The Witcher, right?
I fucking hate The Witcher.
Really? Man, The Witcher is awesome, dude. It took me like 95 hours to beat that first one. Haven't beat the second one. I'm gonna come
out and say I fucking hate The Witcher.
Oh my god. Somebody throw this guy in the garbage. All right, he's off the podcast.
Boring.
I love The Witcher.
I spent what, like 5 hours trying to fucking save the demon baby or something.
Oh, you played part. So you don't even like part 3, huh?
I only played part three. And the
Wow.
fucked up thing is, I bought part three and all the DLC because it was on sale for 40
Oh my
bucks.
God. I
And
can't believe it. No-
everybody swore by that game. They're like, "Oh, it's the greatest game I've ever played in my life.
Hey,
It's so good. This and that.
let me
It fucking sucks."
let me cut you off for 1 second because I'm sure Drummer is on borrowed time here. Yo, Drummer, welcome to the podcast, man. He says, just saying, I'm at a concert and still showing Bam love. Thanks, man. I do appreciate it, dude. Awesome. See?
A Shine Down concert.
Awesome, man. I hope you're having fun out there, dude. Thanks for
He's
coming.
not.
Thanks for coming on my cast. Thanks for coming on my cast, man. Thanks for swinging by. He said, Drummer says, tell Dr. Swagtastic, calm down, Fallout Boy. What's that
What's
about?
it, Fallout Boy?
All right, so
It was Fallout Boy. We did go see Fallout Boy. Yeah.
He's pleading the fifth. Never mind. Oh, he remembered all of a sudden.
No, we did.
All right, all right.
That's Stephanie's band. But I am going to go see Korn in July.
Nice. Oh, damn. Awesome. Thanks for the cheers, Drummer. You can't see it on the screen right now because I turned off my notifications for the podcast so it doesn't interrupt the flow. But thanks, dude. I do appreciate it. It's awesome of you.
I'm going to revoke my sub until I get a
No.
phone call.
You got your celebrations. All right. Also, if you guys are watching, feel free to sub on my Twitch. Anyways.
So back to Cyberpunk. So, I mean, you're watching the trailer, right?
Yeah. I mean, the world looks amazing, which is crazy. Can you really go all out there, just like you can in GTA? Man, the cars on this look crazy. Like, these look like the cars that I would dream of as a kid, you know? Everything's so super sporty.
And the thing that has me hooked would probably be the customization options. Like, you're supposed to be able to customize every single aspect of your character, and then like the upgrades on top of that you can enhance your body with.
Yeah,
really cool stuff, like mix and match type.
So do they show any of the combat in here? I'm trying to look right now. He's just roaming the world. I'm trying to jump into a part where they show some combat.
Yeah, you might want to skip.
Okay, I found some right now where he's shooting. There's some what is that game called? Max Payne slow-mo action happening right now.
Yeah. It's like it's a cybernetic enhancement where it's like
so not everybody will have that. It's whatever you upgrade, huh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's like it's supposed to speed up your reaction time and movement and all that, but it looks like slow motion for you.
Nice.
But for them it'd be like you're just moving really fast.
Damn, headshot. He blew that guy's head off. Clean off.
Right.
Did they show
oh,
go ahead.
Like the one thing I don't like though is I don't like hit points with shooting. You get what I mean?
So basically like Borderlands?
Like if I shoot you in the fucking head, I want you dead.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Well, I saw him do a headshot right now. Maybe.
But I mean, it's because his damage is probably.
Yeah, because the damage output on that gun is great enough to take him out. That's the only reason.
Yeah. So that's what I don't like about shooter RPGs because so like Destiny or the Division stuff like that. It's like if I shoot you in the fucking head 100 times, I want you dead.
Yeah, I guess that does get annoying on certain games.
But I mean, it's not enough. It's not enough to take it out of my top spot at all because obviously I play Borderlands, I play Destiny. It's not enough to kill the game for me. It's just like a little detail that just kind of irks me in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I used to be like that. There was definitely some games that, it came to a point where all games started doing that, and I hated it. I liked the whole, if you shoot somebody in the heart or the head, they're dead. Because then
I haven't really gotten over it. It's just something I deal with because I have to.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just about to ask you if they show any melee in this, and they're definitely showing it now, where he pulls the blades out of his arm and starts like slashing people up.
Going to work.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm guessing that's just your melee attack. I wonder if there's like a cooldown on that. Cause it seems more powerful than the guns, which I hope it is. I hope it's not like a weak weapon in the game. It looks too cool.
So I'm guessing it would probably be something that's like, you know, how powerful or effective it is depends on how much you invest into like that skill, you know,
Yeah. Hopefully that's what it is.
or how good the upgrade implant that you have is.
I just hope the story is good in here. Like if it starts to feel generic, like every other open world, you know, like Rage or like shit like that, I'm gonna be really pissed.
And like that's why I said before, you know, that's why I kind of hate games like this because they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's what kind of gets me. But for the most part, I'm still excited for it. I mean, it looks crazy. It looks like next gen. It's been a while since we've seen something looks
truly next generation.
Yeah, because it's gotten so much better. But man, this looks crazy.
I was actually contemplating, you know, trading up to a PS4 Pro for this game, but I don't want to have to re-download all my shit.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. This is coming to PC, right?
It's coming to PC and consoles.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it on PC. But
look at me, I have a PC. I can afford a good computer.
Hey man, I don't wear this red armband. I don't wear this this armband for nothing. Master Race, man.
But I have a job. Look at me.
Hey, what Windows was your laptop running again?
My old laptop is still on Vista. My new one, my current laptop, it's like it was a hardware failure for the hard drive. So now it's basically unusable.
This man was still running Vistas over here. Damn. All right, so we've made it to the end of our list. It's actually getting just showing some dead naked ladies inside a ice bath. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Damn, tits and all. All right.
Yep. It's real. That game, it's real out there in Night City.
Yeah. Okay, so before we take off, if you have any honorable mentions or anything off the top of your head, because I know you didn't write them down. Let me know.
Definitely Dragon Ball Kakarot.
Yeah, dude. That Dragon Ball game, it looks crazy. It looks like anime that you can play. It looks like an anime that you can play.
Like, for me though, it's like, you know, how many times have we gone through this story?
That's why I didn't put it on my list, but it definitely looks, they're getting better and better. I wish what they would do is not come out with as many games, you know? Like that's what's killing it. Like if we would have gone from the first Dragon Ball that was in that vein and then not seeing a ton of them up until, like, let's say the Fighters game, because that looks pretty cool, and then jumped into this game, it would have blown everybody away. But they've oversaturated, and it's kind of always the same thing, and then it's always the same story, you know?
So what they could do, they should do, is, I don't know if you ever played any of the Super Nintendo Dragon Ball games, but they had Goku Den 1 and Goku Den 2.
No, I never played them.
And so what it is you play through the story, right? And then they basically have a new game plus mode.
Yeah.
Where you go in with all your skills that you finished the first game with, and you know, and you can basically change the story. They like wrote whole new stories and shit.
So why does the story change? Because of your abilities that you have now, or?
Right. So you go through it. The second game, it takes you from when Goku fought Piccolo in the World Tournament.
Yeah.
To Namek.
Okay.
To where he beats Frieza, and so you know you get unlocked Super Saiyan and all that. When you beat the game, new game plus, you go Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
From the start, and all your characters are maxed out or whatever, and it just like, you know, just changes the course of the history. So it's like you know. So
they actually allowed you to do something different with the story instead of just rehashing the same story over and over. So that's pretty badass.
I wouldn't mind seeing something like that.
Yeah. Well, they might do it. I mean, we don't really know much of that game other than the gameplay looks awesome and it looks like a living anime that you can play.
Dragon Ball. Yeah, you know I'm going to buy
it. All right.
No matter what.
So my honorable mention is going to be The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Again, I don't know what it is with Nintendo this year. They're actually impressing me, I guess, because I haven't cared about Nintendo forever. And I'm not saying I don't want to play Breath of the Wild, but I like when they take these. So, like, put it this way: my favorite Zelda game of all time is the one that I thought I was gonna hate. It was the one called Wind Waker, and it's because it had its own unique style that nobody.
Everybody felt the same way at the time.
Yeah, exactly. It was because they gave us this hyper realistic Zelda game that was going to come out, and everybody was like, "Man, the GameCube can do that," and they come out with this cartoony shit. That's why everybody was kind of like down about it.
And it's like it's like a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Let me put trailer here. I'm trying to look for it.
I remember, what Link's Awakening.
Yeah,
that's the one on Super Nintendo, right?
See, I don't know. I think it is. I haven't played all of them.
I played one of them while I was in the hospital when I was a kid.
This was probably like on a handheld, no? I'm pretty sure this is a handheld. But
I'm thinking A Link to the Past. Never mind.
Yeah. I think it's been on a handheld. If not, it's its own thing. But the reason it looks impressive to me is because they're doing something cool with the style again, which is it looks like a claymation almost.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like, and at first I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a game that looks like, I don't know, like what are they called? The little Wii avatars. What are those things called?
Amiibos?
No, not those. Remember?
Oh,
you could create yourself in the game. The Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like that, but then I like actually looked at the trailer and I was like, "Whoa, it doesn't look like that at all. It looks like claymation." I don't know, dude. It just looks so fun.
Yeah, I think Nintendo, they've been doing the same thing for the past however many years.
Yeah,
they need to branch out and do other stuff.
You know what I think? I was why I kind of liked the games this year for Nintendo. Is because for the past few generations they've been doing all this stupid gimmick shit, and they're like, "Oh, you can play with this fucking motion control now." It doesn't make the game any better.
Yeah, I think that started with the Wii,
and then now the screen, you can take it off of this off your TV and put it on the screen. Like, it was just all these gimmicks, and they didn't actually make anything different on the game.
Made a lot of shit actually harder for me.
yeah, it made the game worse, I think. But now it seems like they're finally just going back to the GameCube days where they were just making good games. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my honorable mention. All right, man. Well, unless there's anything else, it looks like we're about to hit an hour. I usually like to keep these at an hour or shorter.
That's fine. I want to go play video games anyway.
But yeah, unless there's anything else to say, I think we're going to sign out.
Yeah.
Sound good? All right, man. I definitely do appreciate you being here. That's awesome, dude. Thanks for doing it, because as you know, drummer ended up dropping out like a loser.
He went to go see Shinedown.
He's too good for video games in E3. But it was still cool. It's definitely awesome to get you on here. I'm always worried to ask people to come on here because I have to plan everything around their life, and then I feel like I'm bothering them.
Good thing for you, I don't have a life.
I'm telling you, dude, get that PC, and then you can do more of the game streams with me.
I would, but Stephanie is like, she goes, yeah, go ahead and buy you one, but you need to save your own money for it. I'm like,
damn.
I pay the goddamn rent. Help me.
Give me something. Or maybe I'll pick up a PS4 and then play with you that way. That's what I need to do.
So anybody who wants to play PlayStation with me, DrSwagtastic on PS4, DDS.
All right, you guys heard it. Hit him up.
You want to come catch us beat down in anything? I'm game.
Classic shit talking from DrSwagtastic. You guys, he's gonna be on here more, and you guys are gonna see how much shit he talks. Today he's being nice because we're just talking about common interest. But wait till he plays games with me.
If you do hit me with that friend request, make sure you put that in the description, because if you just send me a friend request and don't say anything, I'm gonna delete it.
He's gonna send you a dick pic and then he's gonna delete it. But yeah. But yeah, what were you saying? Oh yeah, just make sure that, like he said, tell him that you saw him on the BAMcast, and that way he won't delete you, and he'll play games. He'll play some games with you. But all right, guys, it's been the BAMcast. I am signing out. Talk to you guys later.